if you can start off positively, the rest of your day is more likely to go the way you want it to go. If you start off negative, you pick up your phone, you've got an email from the boss or something, you get out of bed, you've heard that one before, stub your toe, and then the rest of the day just gets worse and worse and worse, because you're in a bad mood and you're just drawing more negativity your way. If you can break that cycle of negativity and habitual programming, first, if you force yourself not to look at your phone, when you wake up in the morning, some people spend a few minutes in gratitude in their bed before they even get out of their bed. I don't actually do that one, but I've heard it works for some people. They're in their bed and they, thank their bed for a positive, healing sleep, a good night's sleep, warm, cozy covers, things like that. I don't really do that because it's a bit cringy for me, but if it works for you, do whatever works for you. For me, I meditate for 5 to 15 minutes. Even 5 minutes is enough. So I get myself up and out the bed because otherwise I'll just fall asleep again. And before I look at my phone or go and make a cup of tea or brush my teeth or do anything, I sit at my bay window and I sit in silence. I don't do anything special. When people hear the word meditation, they think they've got to do all these mantras or sit in the lotus position or something, whatever it is they do. I don't know what they do, but basically, I just sit there and count my breaths. So I close my eyes and then I will count my breaths. So I'll be like breathing in for 6 usually and then out for 8. I'll always like to breathe out for longer. So I'll breathe in for 6 and out for 8. It's probably because I've always been a more anxious person rather than depressed. So it's good for me to kind of calm my breathing down and breathe on that out breath for longer. But again, however many counts work for you, you might want to breathe in for 8 and out for 8 or 4 and 4. It's really up to you. But as long as you're sitting there in silence and letting the thoughts just pass by and trying to find that inner sense of calm, that inner you. You're just trying to slow everything down. And honestly, if you try this, you will find that there is something behind your thoughts. I think it's your soul. So my soul, I can feel my soul. That might sound daft, but until you try it, you don't get to say that it sounds daft. You have to try it yourself and sit in silence, and something arises from behind your thoughts is the best way that I can describe it. And it feels like your consciousness is expanding out the way. That's honestly how it feels. And all of a sudden, you don't really even feel your body anymore. It's like something expands, and it's not your thoughts. Because sometimes it feels so good that my thoughts will be like, oh my God, what is this? What's this feeling I'm feeling? And then I ruin it for myself. But if you just take your time to sit in silence, counting your breaths, just letting the thoughts pass through, eventually you will feel something behind your thoughts, which I honestly think is your soul or your higher self or whatever, your spirit. But you can't explain it in words. You actually have to do this yourself. And sometimes it's easier than others. So sometimes if I've got a really busy day at work, it doesn't happen for me. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about, oh my God, I've got to do the timetable. Oh, I've still got to mark those student papers. Oh no, I've got this and that. And these thoughts just keep coming in and I'm stressed out because I know I've got to be somewhere and do this and do that and do everything. So it just doesn't work. So some days I don't get the nice, expanded consciousness feeling. But most of the time I do. And when I start my day off like that, connecting with my soul, I already feel calmer. I honestly think it is healing everything. It's calming and restoring your nervous system. It's calming, slowing down the heart rate, your hormonal balance. Everything just feels in balance. Your breathing rate starts to just kind of breathe for itself. Everything's sort of flowing. I honestly feel deeply that it is just so good for your health, meditation. Now, this is even strange coming from me because I used to think meditation is so boring, even just hearing that word. How boring, who wants to meditate? But now as an adult, now I've actually tried it, it's not boring. It's actually really deep and healing is the only way I can describe that. But again, you honestly have to try it for yourself. So 5 to 10, 15 minutes out your day if you can. Start your day off that way, and then I do my gratitude list. So I will, it's either in my head or I have a wee journal at the side of my seat where I sit at the bay window. So in my head, if I'm in a rush, I'll be brushing my teeth thinking, oh my God, I'm so happy that I've got a hot warm shower. Oh my God, it's so sunny. I love that it's a sunny day. I'm so happy that, you know, I'm slim. I'm 41 years old and I'm still slim and I can eat whatever I want, and I'm really happy about that. I'm happy that I live in a good area now because I grew up in such rough areas. So I will just think things. I believe what I'm thinking as well. I actually feel good about whatever it is I'm thinking. I'm not just saying boring, mundane, routine things that I say. I don't say the same gratitude list every single day because that's just boring. I say whatever comes to mind on that day, what I'm actually truly feeling grateful for. And mostly, one thing that does come up every day, but it's because it's true, I'm so grateful for my daughters. My daughters still live with me. They're 17 and 14, and they are so witty and so funny, and they make me laugh every single day. And I'm so happy for them and their sense of humour and their different personalities. And, you know, so that these feelings are all true and real. Make them true, make them real. And by the time I've sat with my soul for 15 minutes, say, and then I went on to my gratitude list, that's me. I'm set for the day and I'm feeling great. There's other things you can add as well. Sometimes I'll do a little 10-minute stretching routine, stretch out all my muscles and things because my body feels really good if I stretch. And other times I will do a feeling meditation where however I want to feel that day, I will imagine if I want to feel feelings of calm, I will imagine feeling calm until the feeling arises in me. If I want to feel happy or joy, I will imagine things that make me feel happy and joyous. Again, just for 5 minutes. You can actually change your feelings and your mood just by doing this. And the best way to start, always, 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 is first thing in the morning before your habitual negative programming wants to come into play. So again, try it and see, and let me know how you get on.